Alright, folks. You guys ever had a scratch disc? You guys ever had a disc that won't play and you're not sure why? This is a how-to or what to look for on your scratch disc. So we're going to kind of go through this today. I'll sit here and we'll do different styles of what we're going to do. We're going to do some light buffing. We'll do some more coarse things. And we're even going to destroy a few discs and see what happens when you know you'll never be able to play them again. So, sit back and enjoy this Retro Mikey's retrospective on how to fix broken disc. Alright, first off, I went to local store, Game Trader 2, all PS2 sports titles, PS3, a bunch of old sports titles. They usually sell them at $2 a pop or 10 for 10. So what I did is I bought 20 of these things to tear up, destroy, and try to fix. And if all else fails, I'll just keep the cases and use the cases. I really have no use for any of these games. Start off right out the bat. I took the PS2 iToy play here. As you can see, I scratched all up. Do that, and I got a copy of Madden 05. It's got scratches and things throughout the whole thing. I'll take a closer picture and show you some things with it. But I took some pictures of it in different lighting, and this is a basic example of disc rot. What you never really want to do is you never want to write on the top of any of your discs, because then somebody goes to clean it, or any type of label damage. You know, because what you do is you take it, you'll look up through the light, and I'll show you an example now. If you can see through the whole entire label, you can see light through the disc, you have disc rot. And 90% of the time, that disc is not going to play. They'll look like little pinholes most of the time. But what I did on these, because it's hard to show those in camera, I just took my knife and just scraped off part of the label. Because guess what? I'm never going to use that disc. Same thing with this one. I did this, took a picture and some different lighting, put that up, and never going to use that one again. So, like I said, all this is going to be me showing you some really, really damaged discs and how to fix them. See your phone, honey. What we're going to do is I'm going to use my wife's phone here, and I will take pictures of the disc and then send them to mine, so you guys can tell how damaged they are, what they look like before I get a hold of them, and then what happens afterwards. Now, this is a pretty severe disc, but I'm just going to lightly buff this and show you what it looks like lightly buffed. And I'll do cut out and edits, so you guys don't have to watch and sit here during the whole buffing process. But for this, I use my JFJ Easy Pro that I bought off Amazon. I've been using it for about 6 months now. I use this on a lot of yard sales and different stuff like that I buy the disc off of. It's not too hard. You get your buffing pad, you just get it wet with some of their polishing compound. I prefer the white. The blue stuff they have is just to give it a shine, but I'm not too concerned about the shine most of the time. But you put your disc in, you tighten it down, and then you just buff it. And I'll be back in a second. Alright, folks, now that we got it buffed, I think I did a 20-second buff on it. I ain't going to do nothing spectacular because, like I said, I'm not concerned about any of these games. I'm just going to keep the cases. Then I have 2 cloths here. This is the cloth I use to cover it so no dirt or debris gets down in my system. but it's got a bunch of trash and stuff all over it. I keep one cloth clean at all times, just for wiping. Nothing else I use this cloth for nothing at all. Just the wiping and polishing of the game. Now this was a pretty severe case disc. And all in all, it did come out. It probably would play. So we'll take a picture of that one. As soon as I find the camera again, it disappeared. And that's what that disc there is going to turn out to look like. All in all, that's a lot better game. Alright, so next, we'll try another one. Let's see what this one looks like, folks. Yeah, this is a really good copy. Just a few light scratches. Man, what would happen if somebody was to... Uh-oh. Now we have it. It's got a hard scratch on it. And I'll take a picture of the hard scratch. Now, the question is, can I get that scratch out? Actually, I put 2 hard scratches on it. So let me do... There we go. Now, when you have a more coarse hard scratch... Oh, I get my towels mixed up. You change from your white buffing pad. I'm going to use the soft sandpaper on this. Oh, and before I do this, this is something very important to say. This is... I'll get a disc real quick to help explain it. This is basically sandpaper. There's a soft and there's a coarse one. I haven't used the coarse one. We might play with it here in just a little bit, but I'm just going to use the soft at first try out. But what this is basically, this is for CD and DVD based games only. So that means PS4, PS3, the Wii U, the Xbox One. Do not, and I repeat, do not use the scratch pad on those. They can only use the white buffer compound. And the reason being is they are Blu-rays. The difference is the data is stored up here on top, right under the label on CDs and DVDs. The data on the Blu-rays is stored on the bottom. So if you go sanding that, you're sanding the data and you will lose everything immediately. That's why it's only to buff the PS3, PS4, Wii U, and Xbox One. Maybe in later titles, yes, with the Xbox One, 2, or PS5, or maybe if Nintendo goes back to CD base, but the sanding technique is only for older games. So remember that, because you will instantly ruin your game. Oh, yeah. I got that severely scratched one in here. Let's put the sanding pad on. Alright. Now, when you use the sanding pad, 10-second intervals only. So, make sure you got it on there good and tight. Sometimes what I like to do is take a set of pliers, twist it off, because I can't always get it on or off. Turn my machine back on. And go for 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright, 10 seconds is up. We're going to look at it real quick. And I still see those scratches. So, it said 10-second intervals. I'm going to try another 10 seconds. This might be the first time that I have to use a coarse pad. Or I might have ruined the disc. I don't know, and I don't care. So, we'll try another 10 seconds on this. Alright, now we've sanded this thing for 20 seconds. Let's see what I can see. Oh, they're almost gone. So we're going to take this off here. I tightened it so tight, so now I'm going to release it. Oh, why am I releasing it? That's a dumb mistake. Because all I have to do, don't even release it, just change the pad. And tell you what, that actually got a little warm. Alright, get that on there. I use this cloth to wipe my hands off. This stuff will stain clothes, trust me. Found out the hard way if you use it enough. I've done sessions before when I buy bundles of games at yard sales that I'm in here cleaning 30, 40 games at once. But, hey, that's why I get such a big collection cheap. I'll buy them damaged and try to work on them. Alright. Yep, we're going to come back here in a minute, buff this out, come back, and we'll see what this one looks like. Is it tight? That's what the game is too. That's this one. Alright, now that I've buffed it again, I've done sanded it, I've done used the white buffer on it. Let's see what we got. Okay, the marks are still there. Let's see. I wonder if I can fill them with my fingertip, or I might even have to get the PS2 out here in a minute and we'll try it out. Alright, first, oh yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, folks. Even though I buffed it and everything, I'm going to tell you right now. That one scratch is really deep. So, we know that game's trash. It ain't never going to play. So, next. It's severely scratched. I ain't even going to try the coarse one on it. Alright, this one here, it has its own scratch before I even bought it. Let's see here. Okay. So, what we're going to do on this one is we are going to try the coarse pad. So, we're going to get the coarse one out, which I've never used before. They give you just a generic pad with Velcro on both sides. What we do is in the pack you get a couple soft ones and a couple coarse. So we're going to try a coarse one because we haven't never done that. Even I haven't before. So you just peel off the sticky part, throw it around. And, yep, there's a hole in the middle, so you can use either side. You just apply it to the thing. Don't forget to pull out your buffer pad. Put it down on the wheel. Press down good. Make sure that it's firm on there. And, most people are going to be doing this to save their games. I'm doing this just to show you because these games mean nothing to me. All right. And like I said before, even with the soft, it says 10-second intervals. So let's give it a try. Wow. I'll show you what this looks like, but I'm going to do it for just another 10 seconds just to make sure that it's good. Alright. And we're going to pull this off here. We'll take a picture of it. I want to take a picture of, show them what it looks like scratched. Stay off your phone. Alright folks, this is what one looks like when it's been that same disc, but it's got the scratch pad on. Can I have that magic marker wherever you had it at, please? Oh, man, that don't want to come off there. Something that's very important on these, my wife will do that one for me. As you can see in the middle of this one, I put an S, and on this one, we put a C. That way now, I do know which one is the soft and which one is the coarse. So, we're going to put this disc back on here, and the moment of truth will be here in a minute, because we're going to buff it out, run it for about a minute, and see what it looks like afterwards. See if it looks like it's a playable disc. Because the way it was before, it was not playable, folks. Ugh. Ugh, that stuff's nasty. Alright guys, I'm back. This thing's been buffed. Let's pull it off here and see. Ew, what is that? Alright, we're going to go for another round here before I pull this one off. So, alright, now that we got it all buffed out, let's see what this looks like. So, first off, we'll wipe it off with the trusty old towel. I would show you guys what the blue polisher does, but I am actually out of buffing pads. I'm on my last one, so I might do a video on that later. I don't know what's on this disc, but this is the scratch though that was on it is officially gone. So back to the camera. This disc amazingly turned out great. I just don't know what this one little circle is. But like I said, I don't care. Just another case. Alright. What else can we do to these discs? I've done shown you guys. Oh, this is a doozy. Guess I'll show you one more that's severely screwed up, and we'll check it out and see what I can do with it. Oh, we will do another run with the coarse pad. Like I said, swap that out. All right. And actually, this is only my second time using the soft or coarse sandpaper screw pad. A buddy of mine had some really severe screwed up disc and for his Dreamcast and asked me to do it for him, so. And come to find out, he had disc rot on the disc. It was a Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I feel bad for him because that is an expensive game, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, we did 10 seconds, like it said. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and change it out. See what it looks like after 10 seconds. As you can see, it did scratch something off really good. Sanded something down off of it. Each time you do this, the white buffer pad, you always add the buffing compound. You buff it dry, it will burn the disc. It will make jagged edges. Trust me, I've done it. Even thought I tore this thing up at one point. Alright. I did that for 20. Alright, now that that's done. Alrighty, we'll clean this off. And you guys can be the judge. Like I said, I don't have an extra butt pad. I could make this a little shinier with the blue polish. I wish I had a pad for that. I'm ordering some here soon. I'm also going to order their GameCube adapter. That'll be fun to play with. I might even do a video on how to change that out and everything once I get that. But this disc here looks 100% better than what it did. But I don't care. Alright. And this is the last one. Let's say you just got, let's say somebody just, oh man. Let's say you get a disc and you're like, oh, this thing is covered in fingerprints. I mean, just looks like somebody with oily hands, right? That's why this kit also comes with their handy spray. Just like eyeglass cleaner, folks. You just take it, spray the disc, and wipe it off. The JFJ kit has plenty of stuff for everything. I think when I bought mine, I think I paid $150 for it. That was because I bought an extra bonus pack for $15. The bonus pack usually comes, it's a $35 item. But when you buy your starter kit, they'll sell you a bonus one with it for extra $15. So I figured, okay, save $20 on that. But still, look, fingerprints, all gone. But that was fun. Alright. Wow, I bought 20 of these thinking I'd be doing a bunch of different stuff to them. And I've already ran out of stuff to do. So, something that I always go to when I go to yard sales and I go look. Remember, you always want to take your disc if you can. Look up at the sun or wherever, up into some main light, usually bright. Look around. If you see any specks through the disc, do not buy them. Look around the seam of it. Look for micro cracks. You see micro cracks or any type of cracks around the seam of the disc, throw it out. Don't keep it. Always, another thing I look for, and as a collector, check your stock, check your disc, check your paperwork. I mean, I might not know how to play this disc. I don't want to look it up. I'd rather have a manual. A manual is a great thing to have. But also, make sure that your case aren't broken. Like, I bought all these for the cases. And I got home and found I still lost a case. So, as a collector, always make sure that there's always some value in anything that you collect or buy. Yep, that's it for Retro Mikey today. And I will be back here again with some more videos shortly. You guys take it easy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you.